Well, hello, church. It's Wednesday, about noon right now. Joe and I are here in the auditorium. As a matter of fact, you can see behind us, a little closer maybe, the backdrop. We had the guys, Dave White built this, and Garrett has done the lighting. And anyway, lots of good changes have been going on.
Lots of good things happening, yeah.
And but you know, obviously we can't get together right now, so this is as good as we can have it for at this point to show you. But Joe, this weekend is Mother's Day, and you got any? I know you got your mom, who your mom has been gone for a while, and then of course you got Rita, who's the mom of your kids.
Yep.
And then you got your daughters that have kids, their moms.
Yeah.
You got a lot of mom thoughts probably going around in your
A
mind.
daughter, I got granddaughters that already have moms, and I still got a mother-in-law. She's still around at almost 99 years of age.
Wow.
And of course, unfortunately, we can't see her right now because she's in an assisted living home place. But we still, Rita calls her every day on the phone. But moms are special. You know, of course, we all got to have one. But but my mom has been gone, and she died in 2001. In fact, just a few days before 9/11 of 2001. So it was not a good year for me, or not a good month, because she passed away, like I say, just a few days before 9/11 happened. But after all these years, I still miss her. I used to go over. My dad passed away several years before that. He was quite a bit older than my mom, and he'd passed away several years before. But she still was living by herself, and I used to go over at least once a week, have lunch with her. She always fixed me lunch, usually on Wednesdays, and sometimes I go by on the weekends to see her. But I really miss those times. So we had some good talks, and it just. I could always count on her.
Yeah.
And I know it's always hard, when you lose your mom, but anyway, I'm glad I got a wife that's a good mom to her kids, and daughter and daughter-in-law, or granddaughters, and daughter-in-laws that are all good moms, and it's just, moms are special.
Absolutely. Would you say your mom was a disciplinarian, or would that be your dad?
Well, really, it was my mom. I don't remember my dad ever giving me a spanking, because all my dad had to do was look at you, and you knew you were in trouble, and we straightened up real quick. My mom, I know people nowadays get a little upset over this, but she used a belt on us.
Now, how many of you were there?
There was 4 of us boys.
Boys.
All just 4 boys, yeah.
You're lucky it was a belt, Joe.
That's true. But actually, she had a belt that had like a roller on the buckle, and you could hear that jingle. And when you heard that belt jingling, you saw 4 boys heading 4 different directions.
I know. I remember when I was in junior high, the reputation of the PE coach was that he had a paddle, and that paddle had holes drilled in it and it whistled. So it's like when you heard the whistle, it's like, oh no,
somebody's getting.
But yeah, that's awesome. That you had a lot of years with your mom.
I did. She was almost 81 when she passed away. Yeah. But I look back on it, and I deserved every one of those spankings I got, and probably got away with a lot of things I should have got spankings for. But, she did it in love. And she wasn't one of those moms that says, wait till your dad gets home. No, we got it right then.
And I think, being a parent, I think we know now that that was not easy. Because I remember my mom. I mean, the times that we got punished, and, obviously we weren't ever beat, and I know you weren't beat, but
No.
disciplined, spanked, corrected. But looking back, all those times, I never realized, I never felt like it hurt her, but I know it did. Just
Yeah.
like I know for me, when I would have to discipline my kids, as a dad, it's not easy. And so to follow through and to give that discipline, was really because moms and dads, they see something in us that they're shaping us and molding us, trying to help us to not develop bad habits, whatever those things
Yeah.
might be.
Yeah, I can remember the first time I had to discipline one of my grandkids, and it almost broke my heart. And I didn't give him a spanking. I didn't feel it was my place to spank him, but I had to send him to his room as we were babysitting him, and he threw a tantrum. I was going to take him someplace, and he threw a tantrum. I said, well, I can't take you. And then the tantrum got worse, and I had to send him to his room, and he was crying, and it broke my heart. I mean, that was a number of years ago, and I still remember that. It's still, when I think about it, it hurts because I wanted to do something special with him, but I knew if I let him get away with it, why, it just didn't encourage that kind of behavior.
Yeah, it just increases, and it's not. It's childish, behavior because they're children. That's what it is.
Yeah, and if you don't discipline people or your children, they just learn that they can get along or get away with it, and they're going to learn discipline hopefully they're going to learn it somewhere.
It needs to be at home.
Yeah, and they need to learn it young. If they don't learn it young, then they're going to go through all kinds of problems when they're adults, because there will be discipline when they get to be adults. When they don't do what they're told to do with their jobs, they lose their jobs. If they break the law, they get disciplined then. I've had a lot of experience with that in jail ministry, A lot of these young guys that are in jails because they never learned discipline as a young man. And so discipline's necessary.
Yeah. Well, let's turn it back to moms, because we didn't get off, but we kind of took it. That's the role of parenting, and moms they do a great job. They have a hard job, and some of them do a better job than others. I would have to say, some dads do a better job than others, but I just think that Father's Day and Mother's Day, which we're celebrating Mother's Day, it's really, the Bible says that we're to honor our father and mother. And so, one of the things I think that we just wanted to take a minute today and just to remind you, to honor is one of those things that really, that word honor, it means to, actually if you look the word up, it means to give weight to. In other words, give weight to what they say. What they say carries weight. There's something to it. It's not just fluff. When they say something, I take it to heart. And I think that's one way that we honor them, is by listening to what they say, by adhering to their wishes. And so, today, we just wanted to take a minute and just say Happy Mother's Day. And I know it's Wednesday, but this weekend is Mother's Day, and I just hope that you're making plans now to get a hold of your mom. I love my mom. Let me just slip that in there. My mom's 86 years old, and I go over and see her every day because I have that privilege and that opportunity to go see her, and I'm the light of her life. I mean, really. And it can be almost, sometimes we take that for granted, but just want to say, if your mom is still here with us, if she's still with you, take the opportunity to give her a call, buy her a card, do something special as best you can, whatever that looks like. If she's not, then like with Pastor Joe today, take a few minutes and just kind of reflect back on what she means to you. Share it with somebody. I think that's the way we also honor, is by speaking well of our parents, of our mom. So.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a perfect parent. We all make mistakes as parents, but I'm glad I had a mom and dad that did their best to raise me the right way, and I've made a few mistakes raising my kids too, but we just have to forgive and remember, like you said, remember the good things.
Yeah. So let me mention a couple things, and we're going to be finished here with this particular podcast. This weekend, here in the courtyard, the ladies, some of the girls, are staff. They're planning a Mother's Day gift bag or something. I don't even know exactly, because they're planning it. They're organizing it. We will be giving more details. It'll be on Facebook. It'll be on the website. But it'll be here at the church, in the lobby, or not in the lobby, in the courtyard. And if you want to drive through, I suppose that'd be good enough. Hand you whatever that gift is if you want to make time to come. But that time and what it's going to be all about. There'll be a photo opportunity as well. Can't give you much detail on that yet either. So stay tuned and stay with us. Keep your ear to the ground. We'll give you more information on that. And so you guys have a good week. Anything you want to finish with, Joe?
No, just happy Mother's Day to all you mothers, and just keep your faith in God, and we're gonna come through this better than ever.
Absolutely. And join us also Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. We're going to be live streaming again at 10. And God bless. Have a good day.